Welcome to the world according to Angel. My name is Angela. I'm an adult doll collector, and I will not be featuring my doll Angel in this particular video because we have a lot to go over. And this is for Make It Mini or Mini Brand Halloween Series 3 2025. I'm so excited. I had to go to the store and get all of these. And I've got 5 capsules today. And I got them at Target. And by the way, they were in a brand new display box. No one had even touched them yet. So, and I compared like all of the numbers, the serial numbers, the barcodes, everything. And I'll explain why in a minute. So everything was exactly the same this year, by the way, guys. And what I'm going to show you will explain why I mentioned that. All right, so we're going to start off with the cups. These are like the little monster cups. They're so cute. It comes with ice. It comes with little eyes, eyeballs. You know, you get a little tray. You're going to get your little monster gooey with eyeball table. It's so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I like every single capsule this year, by the way. So the reason why I was kind of really making a big deal about comparing serial numbers and the barcodes is because normally in the past, even for the Easter and the Christmas capsules, you would find a different serial number that was printed on the white part of the barcode. You see that faint serial number? Not this year, at least not in the display box I didn't open it, but that I compared all the capsules in. Every single number was the same, every single barcode, every single serial number. The only thing that was different that I could tell noticeably, and I did not bring my scale this time, were the weights a little bit, I could tell, and how much something jiggled or moved or the noise that it made. It seemed like they're all a little slightly different. It's kind of interesting. So on this particular one, on the cups, they're the heaviest, and they do not really move much. They came in at 2 different weights, which I thought was kind of weird. Like one, see, and I weighed these 3 times, by the way. One came at 102 and one came at 104. And the only thing I can think of, maybe there's more resin in one of them. I don't know why, or maybe some of this stuff is a little heavier or lighter. Guys, I really don't know, but they're really cute, and I can't wait to put them together. The reason I had this all spread out was because I wanted to compare to see if there's anything that I could noticeably tell was different about the capsules, nothing that would explain the discrepancy. But I also wanted to show you a little something that I do. And this came from, I have to give credit to Toya at My Froggy Stuff for this. She gave me this idea a long time ago. So when I get these really cool bags, now not all of my bags do I do this with, but the really cool ones and a lot of the holiday ones, I just cut the top off, and then you can fold these in half and cut out a little like half circle, and it looks like a handle when you pull it back out, so it's like a shopping bag if you wanted, or you could leave them plain. And sometimes I'll save the tops with the cool wrapping in case I want to add that as an accent to something, or cut it up as confetti, or I don't know. I just save it. I don't know where I put these for this other capsule. I think I have to dig them out of the trash. I think I might have accidentally thrown them away. But anyway, so I'm going to put this together, and I have 2 sets, obviously, and then they'll go in my haunted house. All right, so let's go to the next capsule. Okay, so here's the pumpkins. They came in at 98 grams. They rattle, like you can feel the weight of these pumpkins like hitting the insides of the sides of the capsule. You can really tell they're pumpkins. I can tell right away. Get the little table and the little black pedestal. You get the pumpkins in this really cool bag. And it has that little, cheeky label. I think it says Happy Sun Farms on it. Really cute. If you want to preserve that little wrapper or label, you'd have to be very careful taking it off the netting. I like that netting. That could be reused. Oh, and speaking of reused, do you guys ever use these plastic little tray container things at the tweezers come in. I never do, and I'm thinking I need to start saving them for something. I don't know. I feel like you could make something out of it. Of course, you get, you know, the the warning, read me first, you know, because resin's toxic, and then the collector's guide, and then these little candles. I know they don't really work, but they're cute. And look at those utensils. I'm like, oh, look at the knives and the little, what is that? What would you call that? A little poker? It's a carving tool. It's a little punch. And the spoon. And then look at, I opened up this newspaper because it has games on the back. I think I want to play the games. I might have to photocopy that and actually do the puzzles. But anyway, it's really cute, little comics. And oops, that's an extra one. Doesn't come with two. And then I wanted to show you guys, you know, in the last video that I made about the cups, I told you that I had got that idea from my Froggy stuff about how you can make bags. And it's so true, like with, especially with these Halloween bags, you could turn them into trick-or-treat bags. And look at this. I don't know if there's any way to really avoid sometimes taking out the graphics or the letters, but that's how you do it. You just fold it in half, and then here's what you cut out. You just kind of cut half an oval, and then if you spread it out, it's a full oval. I wanted to show you too, this paper is really cool. So if you cut off the top, it has little bones. This really could be used for our crafts for any of us. This came off this bag here. It just has, I don't know if they're like little candy corn shapes. And I don't know what I would use this for, but I just thought that was kind of cool. I like those. I don't know. I like the graphics on a lot of this stuff. I think they can be reused. So I wanted to show you also, I didn't show in the last video, I use the table base and the orange part of these capsules, or the bottom part of the capsules, to make chairs. And I'll show you how I do it at the end of this video. I then also use a toilet paper roll to make a pedestal table. And I cover this usually, you can paint it, but I cover mine in ribbon. I'll get some Halloween ribbon. I already have some. And I'll cover it and attach it to the top, or just even set it on top if you want to be flexible and not have anything permanently attached. I really am not sure. I don't know if I would have preferred this tabletop. I mean, it does have like eek and beware. It's kind of spooky, you know, boo. I guess it's cute enough. It'll be fine. I just wish it had like maybe little tiny pumpkins in there. I could always get stickers and decorate it. But there we go. There's the pumpkins. Okay, on to the next. And here's the little spooky gingerbread house. Here it is, kind of put together a little bit, just thrown together. It's plastic, by the way. Comes in at 101 grams. It comes with this little cake stand, which is kind of cool. I like the table with the bats. You know, you get your pliers, you get your resin, all your other good stuff. And I wanted to take out the candles. I have to show you this first of all. Here's the box that the house comes in. And then these are the, you know, the decorations. I guess they go that way. And I was wondering, where do the candles go? And I guess these candles go on the roof, like you're going to do some resin icing or something along the top there, and they go up there. And then, of course, these bags that I didn't want to ruin. I wanted to share another way that you can make bags with these and not cut a hole in them. I don't know why I didn't mention this. Like when you cut the top, you could cut this in half, and then you could cut handles like on the inside. You could just glue them on the inside of either bag so that you have two handles. You could also do one where one handle goes on one side and crisscrosses to the inside of the other. So it's just a one handle bag. So I wanted to share that with you. There's different ways that you can make bags. And I think these are fantastic trick-or-treat bags. Even that one, I threw the top away. I gotta find it. Or I could do a blue one on here, or You can also use ribbon. You could use other paper, whatever you want to use for the handles, but they make really great bags. All right, so those, this is our house, and I cannot wait to put that together. It looks complicated though. I'm scared. All right, let's do the next one, which is our grand finale. So we'll wrap up this video with tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you the most important trick and tips. And that is our little cheat sheet. You might want to take a screenshot of it if you want to take the weights into like on your phone in the store, but this is the rundown. So 101 grams for the house. It does rattle a little bit, not as much as the pumpkins, more than the shrimp, and which brings us to the cups. The cups don't rattle, 102 to 104 grams. They feel really solid and they feel heavier. Like they have a solid, heavy feel. Then the pumpkins, 98 grams. They rattle. You can tell, like, to me it felt like I could tell, like felt like there were pumpkins rattling around in there. And then the shrimp, 99 grams, a little on the lighter side, and they do make a little bit of noise. They're not as firm as the cups, but they're not as rattly as the house. So if you were to get two that felt like really quiet inside, but one was lighter, one was heavier, then you're gonna know that it's shrimp is lighter, obviously cups heavier. If you were to just start weighing them, you didn't even rattle them, know that if you get these two and they're about the same, if you get 98, 99 grams, somewhere right in there, rattle them, shake them. And that should help you with that. Now, as far as the little trick or thing that I do with my bases and my tables, instead of putting, the table's supposed to go on here, I don't put it there. I take double stick tape or hot glue if I know I'm going to permanently adhere it to it. And what I do is I get this capsule right side up, and right here where that hole is, I just kind of go right above it, like that. Now I did this with double stick tape so that it's not permanent. And then what I'll do is paint or wrap, well, I've never painted, but you could paint or wrap the bottom of this is like a toilet paper roll. I get real toilet paper and they're really solid rolls, the toilet paper core, and I use that as my table base. And then this, I don't know what to do. Do we make a light? Do we make a cauldron? You could use the bat as just a little decoration for something. I'm not sure what you guys use. If you have any ideas, please be part of the conversation, leave a comment and let everybody know what you do with these tops. Especially that one's a cool one. All right, guys, so that's it. That's my video on the mini brands. I've got the 3 Krispy Kreme Halloween capsules as well, and I'm going to do separate videos for that. And you can check out my Instagram like if you're out and about and you just want the quick rundown and not such a long form, just go on my IG account. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Getting ready for Halloween. Yay! Love it. All right, everybody have a great day. Ciao, baby.